Khan, Shalom, Israel, elect 144,000, 1/3. We're gonna go ahead and lift up the Lord's name. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shah, Yahweh,
All praises due. Time. Blessed to be here with the brothers again, man, the men of the Lord. It ain't no better feeling. I can just feel the energy illuminating through the phone, man. It's amazing. For we know with 2 or 3 are gathered, the Most High is in the midst with us. So man, that's just a wonderful thing, and I'm starting to realize that's why I love being on here with y'all, because we're gathered and He's with us. You know what I mean? Ain't no greater feeling. The topic for today is walking in the Spirit, and I'm gonna kick it off 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decent and in order. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Khalil. I love y'all. I'm glad y'all was able to come out, and we edify and lift up the name of the Lord together. You got it, Khalil. It's on you, out.
Khan, the water. Shalom, family, shalom. First and foremost, I just want to lift up the name again, giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Walking in the Spirit. I just want to start off by saying, each and every time I hop on here or, drop some scriptures or, just spread this truth, man. I'm always walking in the Spirit because the Spirit is connected directly to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, because we are the elect. We are the elect. So, we should always walk in the Spirit each and every day. I always check my spirit each and every day, because when you putting this truth out there, you wanted to do it the right way, the way that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah wants you to. The way He wakes you up. He woke all of us up, and we now look at us, man. We precepted. We growing each and every day in this word, and it's all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. The flesh is weak. We about to get rid of this carnal flesh, man. We about to get rid of it, and the water to Yahweh Bashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. We don't gotta die for that. Not in this time and age, man, because we already died for that in our past lives. So we about to get rid of this carnal body. The flesh weakness resides in the flesh. Habits, bad habits. Reside in the flesh. Our minds are already changed from corruptible to incorruptible. And we always say the last step is that immortal body, right? So we just need to continue to walk in the Spirit and continue to push until we get that blessing from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. He get us out of these chains, out of these shackles. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some precept on walking in the Spirit. I'm gonna go to Galatians. I'm gonna go to Galatians 5 and starting in verse 16. And it reads, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." Right? I want to just marinate on that real quick. It says, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. How many times have y'all had some habits that y'all been trying to break? And you broke it through pure willpower and through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. I don't know. For me, instance, I can give an example. So like I used to smoke weed and stuff. I used to You know, we all used to do carnal things, man. We all used to do carnal things like you know, before we woke up. But once we came into this truth, you know, all that stuff started going away, you know, because we woken up to something greater, man, you know, and we walking after the spirit and not after the flesh, right? Anything is possible through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. So if you're trying to break something, a habit or something like that, you know, that you want to break, man, you know, pray about it. Because I prayed about that. I kid you not, family. You know, it was broken. I don't, you know, I'm like a year or 2 years strong, man, without smoking, man. So and that's just the little things. That's just the little things, man. You know, we each and every day we gaining knowledge through these scriptures. You know, we growing spiritually, mentally, you know. So let me go ahead and hit this next verse, verse 17. For the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Verse 18. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Right? Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. Verse 21. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revealing, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Right? See, before we woke up to this truth, I'm pretty sure some of us was guilty of that stuff, but not anymore. You know, because we woken up to that truth. See, this is what separates us from the 2/3, man. Because we are learning through the scriptures and we find a comfort through the scriptures, and the Most High has opened our understanding, and we are walking in the spirit. We're walking in the spirit, man, because that's where our strength lies, man. That's us. That's us, man. You know, like I said before, these fleshly bodies, we're gonna get rid of these fleshly bodies, man. We're gonna have eternal bodies to match that spirit. You know, we're gonna have the eternal bodies to match that spirit, man. So we're not gonna go through no more aching pains or nothing like that, man. You know, so all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Mashiach for that, man. It's glorious to look forward to, man. But I do want to go ahead and get my next preset. Hold on, it's a lot. It's a lot. Just one sec. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Ephesians 5 and 8. Ephesians 5 and 8. And it reads, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye in the light. It's a lot. Ye light. It's a lot. Let me start over. Ephesians 5 and 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are you light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. Right? We were once in darkness, man. You know, we were once asleep, but we was waking up to this truth. And then we have the scriptures, man, that's a guide map on doing the right thing. You know, if we falling off, we got the scriptures to go to. We got the ox to go to. We got our aquas, you know, aquas is for y'all. Y'all got each other to go to. We got the word of the Most High, man, and He's connected to us through our spirit, man. So, you know, more like we was talking earlier, more than one person Israelite coming in the name of the Lord, there He is in the midst of us, right? Verse 8 again, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. As men in the Lord, we got to continue to walk as the children of the light. We got to be leaders. We got to walk in the spirit, because that's where our strength lies, man. That's where it's at. You know, the flesh, it has weaknesses, man. You know, if we walked in the flesh, we would be consumed by our habits, right? We would be consumed by our habits, man, because the flesh is weak. You know, the flesh is weak, man. So let me go ahead and get my next precept. I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. And I know this is a short verse, but it holds a lot of weight. And it reads, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." Right? I just want to hit up on that. We walk by faith and not by sight. That's also walking in the spirit, because these 2/3, they walking in the flesh. They want to feed their fleshly desires in each and every way, man. Adulterers, man, fornicators. You know, they want to quench that evil wickedness inside of them, man. They're not walking in faith. They don't walk in that faith, and they believe with their eyes, man. In these times, that's why they just gonna get fucked up in the end, man. We walk by faith. We know what's to come through the comfort of the scriptures and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Do we gotta see it? No, that's what faith is about. We don't gotta see it. We feel it. We know it. We know it to be true, because we walking in that spirit and not by sight. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my next preset. I'm gonna go to Psalms. I'm gonna go to Psalms 119, and I'm gonna hit verse 105. And it reads, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path." And this is another verse that just holds some weight, man. Let me read that one more time. "The word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path." Right? This word, this word is our lamp. This word is our guide, man, through the darkness, man. The hands is given to the word of the wicked, but what do we know? We know the wicked shall surely be cut off like grass. We know that's going to come into place. That's why this keeps us through these tough times, through these you got a wicked ass boss, or you got wicked ass family members, and you got to deal with it because we in this captivity. But we know through the comfort of the scriptures that time is surely coming to an end where this wickedness is going to stop, and the wicked shall be destroyed. Right? I'm gonna read this passage again, Psalms 119 and 105. "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." Right? So this word just continues to guide us, man, as we walk in the spirit each and every day. Let me go ahead and get my last preset. And this is actually one of my favorite scripts to read. I'm gonna go to Job chapter 1. Job chapter 1, starting in verse 6. And this is basically when Job was tempted by Satan, and the Most High allowed Satan to tempt him. And because, the Most High, he seen Job as his faithful servant. He seen him as his faithful servant, man. So he allowed Satan to tempt him, because the Most High already knew Job wasn't gonna cave. He wasn't gonna cave, man. And Job went through a lot of stuff, man. But I'm only read part of it. But he went through a lot of stuff. I'm gonna start in Job chapter 1, verse 6. I'm gonna start there. "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to the present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. Verse 7, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. Just a side note, we all know, because KD done taught us this, man. That's where them Catholic people get that cross from, man. Going to and fro, up and down in the earth. The water to KD, man, because he's a terrific teacher, man, and I learned everything from him. Verse 8, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that fears the Most High and excuses evil? Verse 9, then Satan answered the Lord and said, do Job fear the Most High for naught? Verse 10, has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. He's basically saying, have you ever took anything away from him? Have you ever did that? What would he do if he took something away from? What would he do if you took something away from him? Verse 11. But put forth thy hand now and touch all that he had, and he will curse thee to thy face. Basically saying he was going to give up. He was going to curse the Most High just because he was chastising him, putting that fire on him. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. Verse 14. And there came a messenger unto Job and said the oxen were plowing and the ass feeding beside them. And the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. Yeah, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another. It said, the fire of the Most High is fallen from heaven and had burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only escaped alone to tell thee. Can you imagine, man? Verse 17, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out their 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 18, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind and from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are all dead. And I only escaped alone to tell thee. Verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head, fell upon the ground and worshiped. Man, can I read that verse again? Hold on one sec. Job 1:20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell upon the ground and worshiped. He worshiped the Most High. After everything Satan put him through, it all came tumbling down all at once, man. But he didn't cave. He didn't curse him. He worshiped him. He gave him thanks. Verse 21, and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall return hither. The Lord gave, and the Lord have taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And all this Job sinned not, nor charged the Most High foolishly, man. Man, it also says in the scriptures, man, walk by faith, man. Walk in the spirit. Walk in the spirit. Job did not cave not once. After everything, and this was just the beginning. He went through various counts of stuff that Satan put him through. This is just the beginning. And he did not cave not once, nor curse the Most High. You know why? Because he walked in the spirit. If he would have walked in the flesh, he would that flesh and the weakness of the flesh would have got to him. It would have got to him. You know, that's why we walk in the spirit. That's why it clearly says in the scriptures, walk in the spirit, not after the flesh. Right? These fleshly bodies, man, like I said, numerous accounts, man, they got their weaknesses. We about to get rid of these fleshly bodies. We about to upgrade, transcend, you know, into our immortal bodies, man. We ain't gonna have to worry about pains, ache, none of that. You know, we ain't gotta worry about none of that because we gonna have the bodies to match your spirit. You know, and this Job, man, you know, that's one of my favorite scriptures to read, man, because in these times, man, you know, it really, you know, I compare it to what Job went through, and you know, it ain't really no comparisons right now, man, because Job, he went through pure hell. He went through pure hell. Not only after that, you know, Satan was allowed to take his health away from him. He was allowed to take his health away from him, but he kept pushing. He didn't say, he didn't curse the Most High. He didn't give up. He didn't cave in because he walked in the spirit. So, you know, let's just keep pushing this line, man. We ain't got much longer. You know, Lord willing, you know, we just need to continue to walk in the spirit, continue to edify one another, because I learn each and every time I break bread with the brethren, you know. So we just need to keep pushing this plow, you know, prepare our spirits for what's to come, because it's gonna be a whole lot of bloodshed. So that's all I got for y'all today, family. I love y'all, the water, for listening. I pray that y'all was edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to Ak Miguel. Shalom, family.
Khan. First, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. All praises due. Shalom Akim. The water Khalil for the great breakdown as always. So the topic is walking in the spirit. And I believe that it's important to walk in the spirit. And I believe, like Khalil said, it's important to check your spirits daily. Because we need to be who we say we are. And at all times, you know, you can't be in the spirit on Discord and then be the complete opposite outside of Discord. It's not profitable for you. But I mean, it's more to it than that. But I want to hit Matthew chapter 12. And I'm going to read verses 43 through 45. This is Matthew chapter 12, starting at verse 43. And it reads, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out, and when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. Okay. So we want to walk in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai, because he's the one who's guiding us. He's the one who is teaching us how to be men of the Lord, how to conduct ourselves. You know, he set the bar, and we're reaching for that bar, which is perfection in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. by adhering to his word and walking in his ways and teaching others to do the same. But as important as it is to be in the Spirit, it's even more important to stay in the Spirit. That way you don't fall victim to temptation or complacency, deception, or just any type of corruption in general that will lead you to fall off. So I want to go back up to verse 44 real quick. And it says, "Then he saith, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished." That's your mind, right? So if you're in a situation where something's fucking you up and you clean it up and it's gone, but you don't fill that void with anything of substance, you're going to fall back into those same ways. And filling that void with substance is filling that void with Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. So you always want to keep him at the forefront of your thoughts and use him as the driving force behind what you do in the truth, because he is the driving force behind what we do in the truth. So essentially what you need to do is you always need to stay in the Spirit. And by staying in the Spirit, you need to always be abiding in the work of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. So it says in verse 45, "Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation." So once corruption sets in and you allow it, it's just going to fuck you up even more. That's why you got to stay in the Spirit. And we all know how to stay in the Spirit. There's a number of ways to do that. You can pray, you can talk to Yahushua, you can talk to the ox, you can meditate, hit the scriptures. You can go to Psalm assemblies, Brotherhood breakdowns. And also now, we're blessed with the music, the Rod of Iron Productions. Because I know back before the truth, when I was a 2/3, I would go to music as some sort of like a release when I was feeling some type of way. But that was 2/3 shit. So how much better would it make you feel when it's music that's pertaining to your Father and your Lord and Master? You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing because it's another avenue for us to keep us away from distractions. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of the many ways that we can stay in the Spirit. That way we don't fall off, man, because as much as the Most High has done for us, man, we want to do for him, man. Like I said before, we listen to his word and we walk in his ways. We stay in the Spirit. We stay calling his name through any situation. Like Khalil was talking about, man, he's always going to be there. As long as you stay in the Spirit and don't forsake him. Everything that we do is for his glory. And he's just done so much for us, man. So that's the least we can do is do what he says, man, and stay in the Spirit, man. Especially during these times when shit's gonna get rough, man. It's gonna get a lot harder. So we just gotta stay strong, gotta stay rooted, unmovable. But that's all I got, Ox. I'm at the plantation. I gotta keep it short, but I hope y'all were edified. I want to say the water. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. And I love y'all. And until next time, Shalom. I'm going to pass the mic to Adam.
First, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh Bashem Hamashiach Yahushai. The water for the breakdowns. Scriptures always cut you up. Man, it cut you up, man. Damn. First precept I want to get is what do I want to get? Psalms 23. Psalms 23, verse 6. And it reads, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai forever. Walk in the spirit. The kingdom of heaven starts within. The Most High's house is within us. Eternity dwells in him, but he dwells in us as well. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai forevermore. Just precepts. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. It's just like, walking in the spirit, man. You just really got to listen to his voice. And goodness and mercy are going to follow you wherever you go. He's going to put you in situations where if you wasn't in the spirit, you wouldn't be there. You can manifest anything you want in this life because we have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You can manifest anything you want. If you walk in the spirit, we can get it quicker than other people, you know? He's going to guide you on that straight path. Yeah, that's all I got, Ox. I really don't have much to say, man. It's just the spirit be hitting so much. You just really don't have much to say sometimes, man. It's just the spirit be working, you know? Just be meditating on the words, just trying to get it in your spirit. Let it soak in, like Matthias say. Let everything soak in. Don't let nothing go over your head. Got to be spiritual. Got to live within. The kingdom of heaven starts within first. And we got to walk in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, giving all praises due to Yahweh Bashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Believe I'm passing the mic to Alvin. Keep pushing the plow, y'all. And just like Khalil said, you can't waver for 1 second. Because Job didn't waver at all. Can't lose faith. Got to really walk in the spirit and seek him. And everything else gonna fall in place, man. We can manifest anything we want in this life, but all things aren't profitable. So, yeah, that's it.
Hi, the Water Brothers. Very edifying breakdowns. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Walking in the spirit. It's a testimony of his righteous men being in the truth. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's the connection that we have with the Father and his Son that allows us to take the walk in faith. It's the thing that his righteous men we all have in common that keeps us on one accord. Because we know that the spirit that's leading us is our Father and the Son, and he's given us the word to be our guide, to understand all things, to be able to maintain through all things, the good and the bad, and to maintain focus on him and gain wisdom and understanding from our walk. Our walk is learning the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai and appreciating the fact that we're his children, and he's allowing us to take that walk like his son. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. And he led me to Ezekiel 36:27, and that's the one I want to start with. And it reads, "And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them." All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's a testimony of how all of us got led in the spirit to find the law of liberty, which is the royal law of Yahweh Shai, the law that Yahweh Shai himself ordained for his righteous men to keep in the last days. And all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. He allowed us to find the truth, being led in the spirit. It's a testimony of how the scriptures live every day, and being led in the spirit. It shows you how to maintain and do what's right. There's a lot of challenges in life that before the truth that I would encounter, I would probably fall off. But being grounded in the truth, I'm now able to take my walk, standing tall, encountering those same trials, and I know how to not fall. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. He's given us the truth in the law of liberty to understand the freedom that we have with him. When you walk in the spirit, you really want to emulate him. You want to try to learn everything like him. You really start being like Yahweh Shai, as far as you just start learning of who you are, our Father. You start learning and appreciating and cherishing how you can do all that with his word. And when you learn the truth, it sets you free to understand that he has bestowed so many promises on us all. And all we have to do is just maintain faith in him and trust his word. And we get to see it come to fruition. And it makes me think of Romans 8:1-6. And it reads, "There is therefore no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For the law of the spirit is life, and Hamashiach Yahweh Shai hath made me free from the law of sin and death." And I wanted to stop there because it shows the truth of the law of liberty. It's guided all in Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, which is guided by Yahweh himself. And it's all guided through the truth of his word. We're in the blessed time to where we are able to see the scriptures live, and being his righteous men, we are led in the spirit, and it sheds off the same feelings and desires that you used to have when you were in the flesh. And it also reads, for hath Salak, for what the law could not do in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh, for Salak, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are of the spirit, the things of the spirit. For the carnal mind is death, but the spiritual mind is life and peace. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushai, because it is just that. His word is life, it's peace. The more you understand of the truth, the more you understand how much we live in Hamashiach Yahushai. He has bestowed us to be his righteous men, to live with him for eternity. All praises. And that's the best life that you would ever want to have. And you would shed the carnal life that you have now. His men are willing to give it all up for the truth of his scriptures, because it's his kingdom that we're waiting for. And knowing the truth of that, it just helps you to maintain walking in the spirit. To know that one day, one of these blinks that we have is going to usher in us being turned up and being like our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach is the mind you want to have in this day and age, especially when you know that Yahweh's doing it and it's so close. And when you just keep your mind in the spiritual realm, you walk balanced. You're able to go through good and bad and still be able to maintain and be blessed to be able to praise our Father in the whole time, because he teaches you so much. As long as you just have the faith to just take that walk, and in times of joy and in times of need, to be able to praise him. And because we have the truth, we are able to see just that, to where we're able to maintain and stay in the spirit. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, because he's given us the truth to where we're able to walk in the spirit. And it's just maintaining the truth in our hearts, and knowing that that's going to be amplified beyond all measure of what we can think of from the Father. Is the motivation that'll help you keep walking in the spirit. And also want to bring out Romans 8:7-9, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then Salak, they that are in the flesh cannot please God, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. That's testimony that he is in all of us, that the rod of iron is the family of Yahweh Ba'ashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. We are spitting testimonies that we are his bodies. And it's another testimony of how we're all different degrees of faith, but we're all on one accord, meaning we all want to go home. We all want to be led by our Father, his Son, and we all want to make sure that we never make that same mistake to bring us back into hell. And he's given us the truth to understand that we will dwell with him for eternity, and all we have to do is just keep pushing on. And it makes me think of Romans 8:10-13. And if Hamashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh Shai from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Hamashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because we have the law of liberty and we have the understanding as King David. And if we don't, we also have his videos to gain the understanding as King David, to where we're able to mortify our bodies through the spirit of the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, to where we live. We're all living in the spirit because we're spitting testimonies of the truth and we're drawn by it, and will never let it go. And it shows how we're living in the spirit. All praises. And it made me think of Romans 8:14-17. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's the testimony of us righteous men taking the same walk. We suffer now, but we're all going to have the same glorious praise, honor, and blessings that's bestowed upon his son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, because he's going to be able to bestow the same blessings upon us, which is going to come. And all praises, it's going to happen for the Rod of Iron family, because we stand in the truth and we know what's to come. And the reason we know what's to come is because we're all being led in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Hence why we're always giving him praise, honor, and glory 24/7, because we have that understanding, we have that knowledge, we walk it every day, and we're growing as one. No longer are we low levels of anything. We are like kings of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. We have the understanding to let us all walk ready to be ready for that command, man. All praises. And knowing that it's just right there just makes you want to stay walking in the spirit. As long as you're walking in the spirit, you're going to find him, our Father, his son. You're going to find the truth. And once you have that, you'll never let that go. You'll be led in the spirit. It's the best blessing you will ever get, to know that you will be able to dwell with Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai for eternity. It brings the level of excitement that you need, and it helps push the fire in your spirit. And I just want to close with this. I didn't mean to take too much time. Romans 8:18-19. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Proves that he is going to be working in the righteous men. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for any naysayers. And it also reads, for the earnest expectation the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, proof that we are his children and we are appropriately waiting in his truth, which his truth tells us to wait for him, because he's going to give that command to show the whole world that we are his children. And I can't wait to be with all you brothers, terrorizing the hell out of the wicked. I didn't mean to get amped up. Calm down. Also supposed to pass the mic. The Water family, love y'all. It's always an honor and a blessing to be amongst righteous men, because the Father dwells here. He's in each and every one of us. As long as we are in the spirit of the truth, as long as we remain in the truth, we will always find the Father, because he is simply inside of us, and he will give you the roadmap in the scriptures to find the knowledge of how he's in you. That's the reason why it's not hard to find him. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the Water family, for taking the time to hear me. I love each and every one of y'all. Just keep pushing. We almost there, and just keep transcending. And I'm also supposed to pass the mic to Agdrew. So just keep pushing, family. Love y'all.
Khan. First, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the Water, Avin, and all the other ox for all the great breakdowns. I'm truly edified. Like Khalil said, I learn every time I come on here, man. So it's definitely a beautiful thing. to be joined together with you brothers as men of the Lord. It's definitely an honor. Walking in the Spirit. Walking in the Spirit. All right, I'm going to just jump to Ephesians chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to jump down to 15. All right. Be ye therefore followers of the power as dear children. That right there is walking in the Spirit. Because we're being followers of our power, which we cannot see, but we truly believe. Verse 2. And walk in love, as Hamashiach also have loved us, and have given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to the power for a sweet smelling savor. So you heard me say often, very often, in our everyday walk, we are to be more and more like Yahweh and Yahweh Shai on a daily basis. Like, that's literally our goal. So the closest we get to him as an individual, the closest we'll get to each other as a body, one accord, one mind. All right, now I'm gonna jump down to 15. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So we walk carefully. We walk into a room, something ain't right, we skedaddle. We get up out of that thing, you hear me? Walk into a store, some shit don't feel right. Nah, I don't like it. You leave, get a call. Hey, man, they just got shot up at the store. Nah, I just left the store. Walk circumspectly and not as fools, but as wise. It's the Most High's Spirit in us that give us that feeling. I say, oh, those gut feelings, those butterflies, man, that's the Most High. Something told me. Now, it wasn't something. It was Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai that told you, this ain't right, get from around here, period. And he's brought us through. Man, I've heard countless stories from my ops of situations that we barely made it out of or didn't think we was going to make it out of or left just in time. You know what I'm saying? And I got plenty stories myself. All right, 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. So we're looking for that redemption for our salvation because these days are evil and they have made everything that's evil good and everything that's good evil. They got it twisted. So we just praying every day that Yahweh and Yahweh shall redeem us from this, that Yahweh shall come back in the East in Basra and start wrecking shop because he's going to turn us up and we're going to be wrecking shop too in his name. All right? And my next precept, I'm going to go to Colossians. Colossians chapter 1, verse 10. That ye may walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of the power, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power, unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness. Man, hey, this deep. That you might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing. So everything we do it to please him. All our actions, all our words, is to please him. It's to please him, being fruitful in every good work. We were made from good. So automatically when good come out of us, that's make us feel better. We do some old bullshit, man, we're gonna feel condemned because we're not of evil. We're not of wickedness. So we don't feel right. And that's why. You know what I'm saying? All praises. All praises. and increasing in the knowledge of the power. So every day we on here, can we increase in our knowledge? That's why we in the solemn assemblies. Even in the campfires, I've increased my knowledge of the power through the campfires, cool, laid back. Every time I watch a Brother Mad King David video, man, I watch it 2-3 times. I know I'll be about to go to sleep, but I'm going to start the video anyway. And I'm going to go to sleep today. Then wake up today. I need some food. I need to eat. What y'all eat for breakfast? KD video? What you talking about? Because that's what I need, them scriptures, that word that's going to feed me through the spirit. That's going to feed my spirit to help push me through the day. That's going to give me the words to say when I get on here and talk to y'all. This ain't me. I ask the Most High to speak through me every time, to touch down every time, to order my steps, my words, my actions, my walk, and my talk every time. It's all through the spirit, Ox. All right, that he's strengthened with all might. And who has all might? Yahweh Shai. All right, but look what it say. Strengthened with all might according to his glorious power. That means he gonna touch us down. That Holy Spirit he gonna put that Holy Spirit on us, and he gonna give us that power, so we can reign and rule in his name, through him, for him. Oh man, it's so glorious, man. Hey. And to all patience and long suffering with joyfulness. Man, y'all heard me all the time. Man, I was in the hospital Friday. I got out. I'm like, nah, I'm not missing Brotherhood breakdown. I'm not in the hospital no more. I'm home. Yeah, I'm sitting down. I'm laid back, but I'm here because I'm joyful. I'm not like, damn. Well, I am like, damn, I got to take this medicine. But I'm like, the Most High protecting me. The Most High bringing me through. So how in the fuck I'm going to miss Brotherhood breakdown when after what I just been through with the Most High? He just showed me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm joyful of it. I'm joyful I got up out of there. I'm joyful through the pain. My back hurt. I say back. My back don't hurt. Because we speaking life. You know what I'm saying? And joyfulness. Thank him. Good days, bad days, in between days. Thank him. Give praises all the time, all day. Every time you think about it, give praises. Because he got us out and he bringing us through. My next one. Philippians chapter 3, verse 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, we already got it. He gave it to us before we was even born. He gave it to us before he put us in this little carnal shell, this body. We was already ordained. Jeremiah 1, verse 1, chapter 5. We've been ordained. We ain't even know it. We've been saying, man, our whole life. Folks probably been saying, man, something about you. Chicks probably be like, man, you ain't even type of dude I even mess with, but something about you. And we probably on the other end, like, yeah, I am kind of the shit, but we ain't even know. Whereto we have already attained, we already got it. We lifted up the name in that field 40 minutes. He gave it to us. We already got it, Ox. So let us walk by the same rule. You gotta walk like it's yours. You know what I mean? You gotta walk like you got the turn up already. You gotta act like you got the turn up already because we're transcending in the mind. You know what I'm saying? So then the next one say, let us mind the same thing. So we got it. So we act accordingly. We do accordingly. We walk accordingly. Man, all praises. Brethren, be followers together of me, Yahweh Shai, and mark them which walk so as you have us for an example. So the prophets, they showed us. Look at Noah. Walk by faith. Man, just think about it. Can y'all imagine building this boat for 120 years? Man, you know they was fucking with Noah. Man, you know they was. They've been messing with me 12 months in. I'm like, look, it's the truth. This what you, woo. They like, man, go on somewhere, you tripping. That's just 12 months. It's 120 years. He was walking by faith. Look at Moses. He went up on that mountain, got the 10 commandments. He was leading us out the first Exodus. He was walking by faith. Man, you can even look at Jonah. He tried to be hard-headed. He tried not to do what he was told to do. The Most High said, all right, I got you. I'm going to make a fish eat you. Then I'm going to make him throw your ass up. And then in Jonah's story, I think it was supposed to take him like 3-4 days to get where he was supposed to go. He got there in like one day. Talking about a nigga hauling ass. He was getting it, you hear me? By faith, King David, walking through the spirit. Look what King David did. He killed Goliath. Walking through the spirit. All odds was against him, and that's how the Most High like to make it. When all odds is against you. So where it come from? It ain't no mistake. It ain't no coincidence. It's only through the power of Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Because he did it. He get the credit. He get the glory. That's why Moses didn't make it in the promised land. Because Moses was supposed to speak to the rock. If Moses would have spoke to the rock, then the water would have came forth. The people would have known that it wasn't Moses that brought the water forth. But instead, Moses smoked the rock. He hit it twice, bow, bow. It made it look like, damn, Moses made the water come out the rock. He took the glory away from the Most High, and that's where he messed up, y'all. That's where he erred. The Most High got to get the credit, period. You know what I'm saying? The Most High done brought us through so many situations by us walking by faith. It's a lot. I'm taking a long time. All right, my next precept, John chapter 15, verse 4. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. So, without us connecting to our power, we will be blind, crippled, and crazy. We'll be lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? We can't bring fruit forth by ourselves. It's only if we connect it to our power. Abide in me, and I in you. You know what I'm saying? He's in us. He's in us. That's why our actions are walking and talk. We have to show and prove. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture say, study to show ourselves approved. You know what I'm saying? But he's in us. So we just gotta hone that spirit. We gotta walk through the spirit. We gotta believe. And it will manifest and come forth. All right. Only a couple more ops. All right. This is one of my favorites right here. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That's walking in the spirit. That's believing. We believe with everything in us that this turn-up is coming. We believe with everything in us that our salvation is upon us, for we see the signs. That's walking by faith. But guess what? These motherfuckers believe in science. They believe in this damn booyah, which you can see. So they have no faith. They have no faith. But what we believe in is strictly walking in the spirit, man. Walking by faith. My next one, I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 14, verse 22. This is literally an example of walking in the spirit. Matthew chapter 14, verse 22. And straightway, Yahweh shall constrain his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitude away. And when he had sent the multitude away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. 24. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahushua went unto them, walking on the sea. 26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit," and they cried out for fear. 27. But straightway Yahushua spake unto them, saying, red letter, "Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come unto thee on the water." And he said, red letter, "Come." And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. He was literally walking in the spirit. That's like me going out here walking on the water. It's possible. It's nothing new under the sun, so it can be done, and it will be done. But this is truly an example. Peter had the faith to go out there and walk on the water. He was walking in the spirit, Ox. He's walking in the spirit. But hold on. Verse 30. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, "Thou, O of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?" It was like, man, you was walking in the spirit. You was walking by faith. You seen, you got distracted, looked at the wind, looked at the waves, got distracted and lost it. So I said I let to say, Ox, we can't get distracted and lose it. We can't be dismayed by all these things that's going on. We can't be worried about where the next meal gonna come from. We gotta walk in the spirit and know that Yahushua is gonna provide that. We can't be worried about where we gonna live. We gotta walk in the spirit and know that it will be provided. You know what I'm saying? We can't get distracted by these jobs and these 2/3 or fake wanna act like wanna try to be an aqua woman because they know what's coming for them. So they know they're not gonna have to lift a finger no more. Trying to play the man of the Lord. It's not gonna happen. Don't lose faith, Ox. Because a couple verses up, Peter had the faith to walk on the water. He was literally walking in the spirit. Got distracted. We're too late in the game, Ox. We cannot get distracted. We cannot lose focus. We cannot get comfortable. We cannot get complacent. We got to go harder and harder. It's 4th and 1 on the goal line in the championship game. It ain't time to jump off sides. It's time to execute to the T. It's on us, man, whether we gonna make it or not. And I truly believe we all gonna make it. And if I could do any and everything for either one of my Ox to help push us to that line, to help get us to that goal, I'm more than willing. Because I love my family. I love Israel. I love y'all. I love my Ox. The only thing I got ain't nothing that's beyond this. So, man, that's all I got for today. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. You can cut it, Parish.